I have been exhausted. You know, I was filming the show Deb's House on
Oh my God.
WeTV.
I forgot to put that on our list of topics to discuss.
So I literally have like been so exhausted from filming. I mean, you know how those competition shows are because you're in television production.
Yes.
So you're on sets like all day long. And
it's brutal. It's brutal.
It's brutal. And you know, I have really bad like anxiety. Like I literally cannot, I just be like, let's go. Like, you know how I am. I'm ready to get in the chair. I'm ready to record. And I'm ready to get out. You know, everybody knows that around me. It's like TT's always ready to just move, knock it out. Right. But I never done reality shows before because besides like being like the support, like if like, you know, Love and Hip Hop, when the girls call me and be like, can you do an episode? Can you listen to this? Or can you do it? I don't mind being a supporting cast of a show. I never really wanted to be on reality television because I just don't like how reality television can sometimes control your narrative and the editing you don't have no control over. Just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I really didn't like. But the reason why I decided to do Deb's House is, one is, you know, I have a rapport obviously with Deb for the many years that she has been in the music industry. And two is I felt like it was a competition show based on something I like. You know, I'm always in the studio with female rappers. I'm always getting phone calls from other female rappers about their projects and my thoughts and things of that nature. So it was like in the landscape of like things that I already do in my...
It fit your brand.
Yeah, my
doing
professional
the show
life.
fit your brand.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But I didn't like the long hours and like not having control over the edits and stuff like that.
How many episodes are you actually on? Are you on all of them?
I shot, I want to say maybe 4 episodes.
Oh, you're like a regular cast member. You was like a regular cast member.
Yeah, I'm like a judge on the show. Right. But contracted for like 3, like guaranteed. Because I'm like, listen, I don't got all day to be shooting these scenes. Like,
when you sign up, you really sign up. And I, you know, obviously I know a lot of, because I produce. This is my main thing now. Right. And even though I've done shows outside of this genre, people have become, or my name has become familiar in the reality TV space. So people know I have that insight. But I actually did a reality show years ago, 2013. So I understand both sides.
I remember that show.
Yes. We got to talk about that.
Yes.
So for you to do it, right, especially, and I know the budgets, right, and so I know the showrunner very well. Me and him have worked together. It's a WeTV show. I know I've done a couple of WeTV shows, so I know what they look for. But because you were a judge on the show, I thought it was a good move, right? Yeah. A lot of people will straight up tell you, don't do reality TV, oh my God, don't do reality TV, right? Like there's this fear, I think, of people like yourself who are established brands or businesses, right? It's almost like this narrative of like it can hurt you more than it can help you, which I don't agree with that, although I do see that side of like, yeah, you know what I mean? There can be things that go wrong or something happens in the edit and there's a little snippet of you saying something and people feel away, which I saw. So when I saw the clip, being a producer, you know, I was like, I liked it. I'm like, TT Simon Cowell, right? That's what I called you in the comments, Simon Cowell. Because of course, whatever you said, as a producer, as an editor, because you sit there for 6 hours and do that, and it comes out to a 2-3 minute scene, right? As a producer, when I get the footage, even when I work in post, I know I'm gonna take that clip that's the most salacious, that's the most, you know, has the most personality, the most effect, and I'm gonna use that in the edit, right? Yeah. So as a producer, when I looked at it, I didn't see anything wrong. I was like, oh, it's like you were being, it probably was, you know, the most candid and most personable of you that they had, right?
And organic.
Right. Yes. And I forgot what you said, right? But then I saw the comments on it. And I was like, because people, I guess, don't have the insight of knowing that I'm sure you sat there and gave her a whole bunch of constructive criticism.
I did. So here's the thing. There was nothing negative about that show, that clip, until a blog posted it and then put a spin on it and changed the narrative of it to make it negative.
Okay.
Because it had already been out. And so people were like, yeah, people with comprehension skills got what I was saying.
Yeah.
But when a Stan blog posts something and then put a spin on it, of course, you will see massive negative comments, right?
Do we want to say the blog or no?
No, I'm not giving them credit for that. But what I wanted to say, and I'm kind of mad at myself for responding.
Okay.
Because typically when people say things about me or whatever, I've been in media for so long, 20 plus years, there's no blog or anyone in this industry that can say anything to me that can hurt my feelings at this point, because I've literally had the worst of the worst things said about me, and good and good things said about me. So I have this blinders on. I don't care what you say. You literally sit behind a computer. Half of them are bots. They're paid bots. They're not real people. And I've had criticism, good and bad, my entire career. And there's a rule that I live by. You're not always as good as you think you are. You're not always as bad as what people say you are. So you have to take the good with the bad. But what was bothering me is the comprehension skills that I think some people just read the headlines and don't really look at the clip. For example, so when the young girl came on the set, right? She's a TikTok girl. She has a lot of followers on TikTok.
Right.
And the scene opened up with them having to do this freestyle. And when she started, I was like, oh my God, this isn't good. And my natural reaction was for real. Is this a joke? I thought I was being spoofed. You know, how you get into something and you're like, no, this is comedy. This is a spoof. But then I'm like, no, you dead ass?
Right. It was that bad.
It was that bad. And so for me, the question was asked by Londell. So Londell asked her 3 questions.
Right.
One was, who's your 3 favorite artists?
Right.
And she said in this order, Cardi B, Doja Cat, and Nicki Minaj. So if you notice at the end of my statement, I said Doja Cat, if I put you on stage next to Doja Cat, she would eat you alive because she's more than just an animated rapper. So that question was asked. And then the second follow-up to that was, well, why?
Right.
Because they're an animated rapper. Okay, but what else do you like about them? So I specifically asked her, what else do you like about them?
Right.
Producing, writing, live performances, punchline, skill set. What else do you like about them other than them being animated
rapper? Right.
And so she's like, well, Missy Elliott. I said, okay, but what else about Missy Elliott do you like? Do you understand what else Missy has contributed to the culture? Do you understand what else Nicki has contributed to the culture? Do you understand what else Doja Cat has contributed?
Now all the stuff that you're saying didn't make the edit, right?
Didn't make the edit, right? Because, as you said, they condense it. They condense it down, and that was just and the clip that went out was just a social media clip to hook you in.
Right.
But once you watch the show in its entirety, and once you see the season play out, you're going to obviously put it together, why. So then she couldn't answer that question, and then she just kept saying, I just want to be an animated rapper, I just want to be an animated rapper. And that's when I lost it, because I'm like, there is more to these girls than just animated rapper, and you have just being an animated rapper. And I said, you have not done your research enough to understand what it takes to get to the level of your 3 favorite artists. And that's what was annoying me about her, because you want to be a rapper because you like the popularity of being a rapper. You like the TikTok views, and you like, because you come from that.
That's the era she's in.
That's the era she's in.
What was it that you responded to?
So that's the part I responded to, is the fact that she kept saying she couldn't answer the questions as to why. Did you know Missy Elliott is a phenomenal producer. She went into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Did you know anything about your 3 favorite rappers that you claim you want to be other than animated and popularity? Because a lot of times these girls come into the business and they think popularity automatically equates to success.
Yeah.
And that's not true, because they see like maybe Cardi's popular because she was popular on social media, and not see the groundwork that girl put in years prior to her popularity, you know, taking her to this part of the game. So that was my point I was trying to make. So I lost it when I was like, and then when you watch the full episode, you see, and I was like, these girls are more than just an animated rapper. Just being an animated rapper is a one-trick pony. You have to be more. When you think about animated rappers, like I could say a Busta Rhymes.
Right.
People will consider Busta Rhymes as an animated rapper, but he was part of leaders of the new school. Like, he had so much depth to him. An amazing performer with an amazing pen game who literally can perform loops around people. Like, his stage presence is crazy.
So people can see the whole episode right now, right?
Right now on All Black, Peacock, WeTV. And by the way, the numbers came out and we did extremely well.
Great, congratulations.
Debut. Yeah, extremely well. So interesting, after that went viral, right?
That's what I want to know. Like, what did you respond to in the comments?
Oh, I responded in the comments like, your comprehension skills are just, for the people that can't comprehend, nobody is dissing.
To the blog you responded.
To the blog and to the comments.
Okay.
My point in responding was to say, this wasn't a dig at any particular rapper.
Right.
If you use your comprehension skills, what I was saying is that these 3 people that she said was her favorite are more than just animated rappers. They have contributed more to the culture than just that.